Lent is a time we prepare for Easter. We are getting ready to celebrate the resurrection of Jesus after he died on the cross. He suffered so we can live in heaven with him forever and ever. Jesus tried to prepare his disciples for his death and resurrection too, but most of the time, they didn't really understand. One time, Jesus was telling his disciples that he would have to suffer. He told them the Jewish religious leaders would not accept him and they would kill him, and he would rise again 3 days later. Peter heard this and took Jesus aside and told him this could never happen to Jesus. "Get behind me, Satan," Jesus said. "You're not thinking about the things God cares about. You're thinking about the things that humans care about." Peter didn't understand that Jesus had to die on the cross to defeat death for all of us. God promised Adam and Eve that Jesus would come and save all people. If anyone tried to stand in the way of God's plan, we would not have the path to heaven that we have today. Another time, they were traveling, and Jesus didn't want anyone else to follow them because he was teaching the apostles about his death and resurrection. But they didn't understand what he meant, and they were too afraid to ask him. Then they were all heading to Jerusalem, and Jesus again told them he would be killed and rise from the dead. And again, they didn't understand what he meant. The Bible tells us the meaning was hidden from them this time. Eventually, the meaning of all that Jesus said became clear to the disciples. They witnessed his death and resurrection and saw him after he rose from the dead. They saw all the amazing things happening to Jesus, and they saw him ascend into heaven. Jesus told his disciples they believed because they saw, but blessed are those who believe but didn't see all these things. If we believe in Jesus and his death on the cross, we are already blessed. But there still may be things we don't understand, just like the disciples. God sent them the Holy Spirit, and he's still with us today. The Holy Spirit is our helper to understand God and the things he wrote to us in the Bible. Proverbs tells us, "Fear of the Lord is the beginning of wisdom." Lent is a time we can set apart to increase our faith and wisdom in God and try to understand what Jesus did for us at Calvary.